Let's get one thing straight from the start. I'm not a Bitcoin expert. I'm not here to sell you crypto. I'm not going to pretend I've got a magic chart that tells you where it's going next. What I am is someone who spent over 35 years in real, tangible assets, gold, property and jewellery. Things I can see, hold, understand and pass on. That's what I know and that's what's worked for me. But I've also spent time learning, really listening to what Bitcoin supporters are saying. And honestly, some of their arguments make a lot of sense. This video isn't here to take sides. I'm not telling you Bitcoin is the future. I'm not telling you that gold is the only answer. I'm here to lay out the facts in plain English. So if you're sitting there trying to figure out what the difference between digital gold and physical gold is, you've come to the other side with a real understanding. Because let's be honest, most people have no idea what Bitcoin actually is. They just know the price goes up and down and someone on YouTube is always shouting about it. But I'm going to try and cut through the noise. I'm going to walk you through the basics, give you my take, and you can make your own mind up, and that's how it should be. Okay, so what actually is Bitcoin? Now forget all the hype, I'm going to try and keep it really simple. Now Bitcoin is a digital currency. It's not physical when you can't hold it. It exists online on something called a blockchain. Basically a massive public record that tracks every transaction ever made with it. No bank controls it, no government issues it. It's run by a global network of computers, and every time someone sends Bitcoin, that transaction gets verified and locked in permanently. Here's the bit most people like. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. Now that's it. No central bank can print more. Once they're all mined, that supply is fixed. And that's why a lot of people call it digital gold. Now, is it like gold? Well, not really. But I get why people compare them. Gold value comes from history, scarcity and physical demand. Bitcoin's value comes from belief that enough people trust the system and they'll still be around in 10, 20, even 50 years. It's decentralized, global and open to anyone. And in fairness, that's a big deal in countries where banks are collapsing and inflation's out of control. But make no mistake, it's still early days, it's still evolving, it's very volatile. So if you're going to look at it seriously, you've got to understand how it actually works, not just what the price did this week. So why are so many people all in on Bitcoin? It comes down to one word, and that's trust. Or really, I suppose, the lack of it. Now let's be honest, people are losing faith in a traditional finance. Central banks are printing trillions out of thin air, debt is piling up, savings accounts are giving you nothing while inflation eats your money alive. People see that and they think, I don't trust the system anymore. I want something outside of it. That's where Bitcoin comes in. Bitcoin doesn't rely on a government or a central bank or some politician keeping their promises. It runs on code, it's transparent. There's no one who can change the rules halfway through the game. That's why in places like Argentina, Nigeria, where currency have collapsed, Bitcoin has been a lifeline. It's not just about profit, sometimes it's about survival. Moving money, protecting wealth, staying out of a broken system. Now, do I personally trust it the same way I trust gold or property? No, because I like holding my assets. That's just how I'm wired. But I totally get why people want something that no one else can mess with. Bitcoin's got flaws. We'll talk about those later. But the real reason people back it, it's not just tech. It's not just about profit. It's about not getting burned by a system that's been fouled and fallen into so many bad hands so many times. Okay, then let's try and stack them side by side. Now, gold versus Bitcoin. Because people keep calling Bitcoin digital gold, but is it really? Now let's start with gold, because this is what I know, it's my lane. Gold has been used as money, wealth, protection for over 5,000 years. It doesn't rust, doesn't decay, doesn't need electricity. It's held by central banks, governments, investors and people like me. You can store it, hand it down, trade it or sell it anywhere in the world. It's physical, it's recognised and it stood the test of time through every war, collapse and crisis you can ever name. Now Bitcoin, totally different animal. Bitcoin's been around for just over a decade. It's new, it's digital, you can't hold it, it's stored in a digital wallet and you can access it with private keys. Lose those keys, it's gone, and that's it. And while Bitcoin is limited in supply just like gold, there's still a massive difference in how each one behaves. Gold is slow and stable. Bitcoin is fast and volatile. Gold is stored in vaults, while Bitcoin lives in cyberspace. You can't hack a gold coin, but crypto exchanges, yes, we've seen a few get wiped out. That said, Bitcoin has some serious strengths. You can send it across the world in minutes, 24/7. No banks, no middlemen, and in places where people literally can't access stable currency, Bitcoin is becoming a financial lifeline. Now, if you're asking me, do I trust gold more than Bitcoin? Yes, I do, 100%, because I can hold it in my hand. It's not disappearing and it's not crashing with a tweet. I've been through hard times and gold got me through them. I'm not blind to where the world is going. Bitcoin's not a scam. It's not going away. It's just very different. So no, it's not digital gold. It's digital something else. And whether you like it or not, it's here to stay. So where do I stand on all this? Look, I've spent my whole life in real assets, gold, property, jewellery. That's what I know. That's what's kept me afloat through good times and bad. And I stick to what I understand. Not because I'm right, but because I've learned the hard way that the minute you start throwing money at stuff you don't fully get, you're gambling, not investing. That's why I don't buy Bitcoin. Not because I hate it, not because I think it's going to go to zero, but because I like to see my wealth, hold it and know where it is. I've been through some recessions, cash flow problems and sleepless nights running a number of businesses. And in them moments it wasn't a blockchain that helped me, it was real things. Assets I could lean on, borrow against or sell if I had to. Now that said, I respect the Bitcoin crowd. They are smart people in that space. They've built something that's changing finances. It's not going away. Now, if you're thinking about buying Bitcoin, I'm not here to talk you out of it. I'll just say this, don't rush in blind. Take the time to learn what it is, understand the risks, and only ever put in what you're okay losing, because Bitcoin's still finding its place. Gold, it's already found it. Now, at the end of the day, it's about trust. And for me, I trust what I can hold in my hand. It's simple as that. Now, I'm James, and I've been around long enough to know the difference between hype and value. And if you like this video and you like to hear or like to see more of these type of videos, please hit subscribe. It helps us create more videos. I'm James from Blackwall Jewelers, and I'll talk to you soon.